I'm in the process of redoing my creative space, and I'm trying to look for unique opportunities for storage containers, and I thought I would bring you along the journey. This is actually, I think, gonna be really cool. We're gonna see what happens. You never know. And I'm like, these are heavy duty, like really good boxes. And how many of you go to Dollar General and you buy those storage boxes? I have tons of them. I love to put stuff in there, and I'll even buy them when they're on sale and on clearance, even if it's not a pattern that I like, because you can paint them. This was one box, and if you could see, it's a little bit shiny on top. I did hit it with a sanding sponge just to knock off the shininess. So did you know that you could paint cardboard? You could paint paper. You could paint anything with DIY paint. I did this so that I could slide. These are the backs of the transfers for IOD. I never thought to use them. I had a couple sitting there, and I thought, oh, instead of pulling out my freezer tape, and then this way I can slide it. So I've got two. See, this is 12 by 16 pads. All right. So I fell in love with this wrapping paper that I got at the Dollar General, and I've been using it up for different things, and I thought this is perfect for me to decoupage with, because I've taught on decoupaging using gift wrap, and it even has a hole in it, but I'm gonna use it. It's a scrap. I'm just gonna use it, and I want to create a blushy kind of color that's similar to my logo. Liquid patina is our decoupage medium, but it does a lot more than that. And it's milky white, but it dries clear. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I wet my brush. Once it dries, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use the sanding sponge. Go ahead and hit this to get it up, to get the a crisp edge and to get the excess paper off. So I don't do anything with that. I'm just gonna leave that there. Just get this down. Because the thing with mixing color, even if you have an exact recipe, sometimes it doesn't come out the same. So this is Petticoat Pink, and I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna do about 50-50 of Cowgirl Coral to Petticoat Pink. And this is thick. I'm gonna mix this first to see where I'm at. And then I'm gonna add maybe a color that might surprise you. And I'm gonna add probably a little bit of white. All right, so 50-50 was not the jam for me, for the color that I'm looking for. Oh. All right, see how this is coming along? It's getting pinkier. All right, let's add some white. You can add any white. I had this white, it's beadboard. This is where we're gonna see where we're at, and then we can reseal it. I'm glad I didn't waste time painting or waste painting that, because it did cover. Now, if I was using actual decoupage paper, which I'm gonna do on this one, you have to paint it, otherwise you will see everything come through. This is where I'm gonna make sure that my edges are really sealed down. Add water in here, and it's just gonna make it go a little bit further. I would even put a little bit more. So this one, I took a scrap of Vintage Florals recycled decoupage paper. It was a scrap. I had pre-made these molds from the a cabinet that I did. It's a sunflower. So I'm just doing kind of things that I love. And you can see the glue is still there because it hasn't set yet. I had some key molds made when I did the Christ and crafting using resin. So I grabbed one of them, I painted it in the custom pink color, and then I applied golden ticket. And so it kind of looks like that rose gold, which matches my branding. It looks really, really cool. So I didn't want these to be matchy-matchy. I did want them to be a little bit different. So I have a scrap. I'm gonna put that here. I have a scrap here, and it goes this way, but I'm gonna put it sideways. Now, like I said, I don't always do it this way. I just go ahead and paint it, and if you want to do it without doing that first coat, if you don't have the time to do all of that, the trick is not to brush into the tape. So you want to brush away from the tape or just quickly up and down, and make sure that your paint brush is not like very, very wet. Get it all over, because wherever this is, that's where the embossing powder is going to stick. I'm just going to sprinkle this on here. Watch it change. So if you could do this on the cheap, right, using the stuff you already have, why not? And make it your own. Or if you're gonna, you know, like I said, you could do this as a gift. This would be a great gift. And I'm gonna go right here, right? Don't shift. This is part of the peacock, but I love it as a flourish. So I'm just gonna seal this. Nice good coat. All right, so this is what it looks like before. It gives it that a rose gold look. So that's why I did it the pink color first. So I'm gonna apply this on here. All right. So I'm gonna wipe back. I glued this not that long ago. The Type-On glue works amazing because I am really hitting it hard. So now you can actually see that it's a sunflower, because before it looked like a blob, right? Softly on the petals. You have to make sure when you stamp that you don't shift, because it's hard to see. And let me just tell you, I hate bugs. I'm like, God, why? Why did you make bugs? I don't like bugs, I don't like rodents, I don't like snakes, but on this stuff, oh my gosh. Matching one. This is gift wrap paper. This was decoupage paper, the other one. And we stamped it